Hi, I'm Danyah Miller. I'm a storyteller and I'm really thrilled to be back with you this evening to share another bedtime story. Thank you so much for your lovely comments and for everything that you've been sending in to us. It's brilliant. And there's quite a few of you who got the riddle from Thursday right. And the answer is breath. Welcome to all of those people who have just joined us today. You might not know why I'm saying breath is the answer to the riddle, but at the end of this session, we'll offer you another riddle and then we'll give you the answer to that the next time we come online. Anyway, if you're ready, snuggle down and let's have a story. This one is a story that I used to tell to my daughter Sophie when she was little. And because it's coming up for Easter, are you excited about Easter? I am. We would tell this story every year. She and her cousin Celeste would go into the garden on Easter Saturday with a little basket and they would skip around and they would sing, Easter Hare, come into our garden. Easter Hare, come into our garden. And they would run around in the afternoon wondering where the Easter Hare might leave their very special Easter eggs the next morning. Now, there happens to be a true Easter Hare every year. And the Easter Hares have to decide who is going to be the Easter Hare for this particular year. Now, there were 7 hares, and they all lived a little distance away from the garden. And they had to come through the woods, over the little bridge where the stream ran underneath, into the meadows and up to the little railing, on the other side of which was the higgle-piggle tree and all of the orchard where the children played. And that's where the Easter Hare had to put the Easter egg. The first Easter Hare picked up a red egg and as swiftly as possible ran through the woods, over the bridge, into the meadow and came to that picket fence. Unfortunately, first hare leapt too fast and too high and dropped the red egg. So it was clear, first hare was not the real true Easter Hare. Second hare took an orange egg and began to run through the woods, over the stream, on the bridge and out and into the meadows, and was galloping up through the meadows when Magpie screeched above and flew down and pinched that beautiful orange egg that was shiny and sparkling and took it off. So second hare was not the true Easter Hare. The third hare picked up a yellow egg and began to race through the woods and over the bridge and was just coming out of the woods when a little squirrel, Squirrel Nutkin, came running down the tree and began to ask that third hare what that egg tasted like. "Oh," said the third hare, "I don't know. Let's have a try," said Squirrel Nutkin. And they began to lick it. And they licked a little bit. One, and the other, and the other, and the other. And they licked it all away. Yum, yum, yum. But when the third hare got home, covered in chocolate, the other hares knew that this was not the true Easter Hare. Fourth hare took a green egg and ran through the woods and up onto the bridge, and just as they stood on the bridge, looked down, and so that they saw their own reflection in the bridge. And as they gaped wide, They dropped the egg out of their mouth and it went sailing off down along the stream. This wasn't the true Easter hare, was it? The fifth hare took a blue egg and began to run. And it ran through the woods. And as it was running through the woods, it spotted Fox, who came up and saw and smelt the blue egg. "Ooh, would you bring that into my den so that I can show it to my children before you take it?" "Ooh, the cubs will like it," said the fox. "All right," said Hare, and the fifth hare gambolled off with Fox and went to play with all the fox cubs, and they began to play with the egg, throwing it from one to the other, until finally it fell and hit a stone and cracked into 1,000 pieces. Fifth hare went home with droopy ears. Sixth hare took a purple egg and began to gambol through the woods, but had only got a tiny way when another hare came, stood on its hind legs and began to box. And they boxed with each other as hares do. Of course, the purple egg was lying to one side, but as the two of them played quite boisterously, one of them fell onto the egg and smash. The egg was all in pieces. Seventh hare was a very tiny little hare, the smallest and the youngest. And little hare looked around. There was one egg left. It was a golden egg. And little hare picked it up and ran as fast as possible through the woods. Met another hare, but didn't stop. Ran a little bit further. Fox looked up and sniffed, but little hare carried on. Over the stream, and to the other side of the stream, where Squirrel was waiting. I liked that egg before. I wonder if seventh hare will let me have a lick. But seventh hare didn't stop. Up and across the meadows, where Magpie swooped down but was too late, little hare got to the picket hedge fence and leapt, not too high and not too fast, and over to the higgle pickle tree. And there lay down the golden egg. And in the morning, the children came and found that beautiful, beautiful golden egg. And we all know that seventh hare that year was the true Easter hare. Easter hare, come into my garden. Easter hare, come into my garden. I hope Easter hare comes to visit you in a few days' time, and that you have a lovely time and that you share your beautiful egg with your family. It's been lovely to see you again this evening, and we have a riddle for you, don't we, before we go? Sophie, what is it?
I follow the sun from north to south. My name, the answer, is in your mouth.
I follow the sun from north to south.
My
name, the answer, is in your mouth. That's quite a tricky one. Let's see if you know what it is. I look forward to seeing you, but in the meantime, happy Easter, and I hope you have a lovely snuggly night's sleep tonight. Good night.